Hello everyone, welcome back to Spoiler Territory, Season 3, Episode 2 review of Stargirl. There's a lot of things that happen after the campus staff had mission. In the previous episode, the fact that Cindy, the boss officer, the fact that Cindy has the one of the possible murder weapon and all its evidence in her hand after Davis accidentally heard a gunshot. It's a little suspicious, and the fact that she accidentally shot the weapon, but there's no wound. And if I do a little bit of a rewind and 12 hours ago, where the gambler sets up its cabin, like Crusher was the one who was in the car making the noise, and the fact that the gambler was outside and he saw no one, and he went back in. Richard Swift was in a little bit far away out of his eye view, so that's a little bit suspicious right there. Cindy was trying to see why the gambler was in town. Cindy wanted to see why there was a group that the gambler used to work for, the fact that they were involved in a robbery, and JSA was about to stop them in the previous episode, but Anonymous got to all of them and destroyed most of them first. But anyways, it's really interesting that I has me thinking, how does City know about this? It was their getting up to this and what was going on. So the fact that she knows a little bit more than the team thinking about is a little something really think about. Just it's something that it's more in as right now. Most most of the blame to be on her. She should have done it, but he said she didn't do it. So you know, the incentive proven guilty. So there was at a meeting in the garage, but then Courtney was talking to the team, but the fact that Cindy didn't do it, but Yolanda mentions that Cindy's not even at a meeting, and the fact we know why later on is that Courtney didn't tell her about the meeting, and she found out. How she found out, who knows? Apparently, I think they found out maybe Courtney told them later. That told, I think, what sure happened. Then they'll show this, but what I think happened is that Courtney publicly messaged Cindy that they had a meeting yesterday, and she didn't respond to it, and then approached the GSA on the table and scored, and Holmes was like, go team. And then, so in a way, it kind of feels like the GSA is letting anyone but Cindy join the team, and even though Courtney doesn't seem like just want Holmes on the team, she does want Cindy on the team, but Montez doesn't want anyone on the team, especially that they used to be part of the ISA, so who knows what's going on. At the fact that they mentioned that mostly in garage, they mentioned that the gambler's laptop is missing, and Courtney has the letter that he wrote about Becky. So it's an interesting scene. A lot of these unfolding so far. And we see that Cindy she emits a chemical and treats it, probably has something to do with maybe a Eclipso from last season. Who knows what she's trying to do? Maybe she's trying to become a little bit more of him, but then who knows what's going on. That it's not like she said all the gambler stuff on top of this adrenaline. That's a little something. And Courtney does feel a little upset of the fact that the gambler doesn't have a chance to reunite with Becky, and he wants to give the letter to Becky, but she has to find it first. And then we see that Mike and the team want to also solve the murders, even though they're not detectives. I don't know what they're involved in something they should. Maybe they should just mind their own business, but who knows what's going on. And then we see that Paula wants to share what she wants to do with the Whitmore family, and mostly to Barbara. And it seems that this is like, no, I thought this wasn't gonna be much of interaction between us two, but those two actually really interacted with each other a lot. The point where they try to make a cake together. So in a way they really start bonding, which I really appreciate seeing these characters do. Just they don't really have a lot of spotlight in previous season in that way, so maybe they should be well to have those two, especially that those two are now neighbors, so that's awesome to see that there's something that could be like a bonding moment. Also the fact that maybe they Paula took advantage of her or the other way around, so who knows what's going on. They moved there for a reason. It's not just, I feel like it's not just they wanted to. I feel like there has to be something going on. It's Blue Valley after all. Pat and Sylvester, that he apologized to the gambler. That's why he was there the day before. His story possibly shuts out. However, it's a little suspicious that Swift was there the day before he died. Remember, maybe he was the last one to see him alive besides Cindy's. Later in the episode, he just takes off. Maybe that's because the situation of Sylvester was a little intense. Maybe I would love seeing Pat step up and take charge on not being Sylvester's sidekick. He's right, Sylvester's better alive, but it doesn't mean he has to be Starman. He'd be his own person and doesn't have to. And Pat also doesn't have to listen to Sylvester the same as he did back then. The information that Richard gave Sylvester later in the episode, the fact that Pat was the only one who cared enough to go to his friend's funeral is something that's really important to really think about for Sylvester's character. The fact that he was a little trying to the rest of the GSA back then. He wasn't the leader, but he wasn't the leader. He wasn't leading, He wasn't doing a lot for the team. Maybe he was maybe he was one calling all the shots without having anyone's input and stuff like that. So maybe that's the difference between Sylvester and Courtney is that Courtney at least listens and tries to communicate with the rest of the team and respects the team in some way without having the other team members be feeling that sidekicks. There's a little bit of Cameron in this episode. He tries to paint, but he turned, and we see later in the episode, maybe he feels a little bit odd with himself, maybe, and then it's probably the big gain of his powers forming. So who knows what's gonna happen with him. I kind of feel bad. He doesn't want to. I feel like he didn't ask for his powers. He has them because his dad had them, and so he doesn't want powers, which is understandable. But I feel like he should probably feel the power later, and that should really be bad for the GSA if things go on with his powers. Those characters have a lot to deal with, so having him added up, that was a little bit insane too. Also, the fact that must be a back then with in season 2 where maybe Cameron and Rich had like annoyed interaction with each other, so maybe those two truth. Maybe that'd be his enemy. Who knows? If we see that Connie wants to use the staff with Sylvester trains her, and he's able to do that train star move, and Connie tries to do it but fails at first try and feels a little nervous and then succeeds, and it was really awesome to see her do that. And just imagine how it would look during the nighttime. It's the way Sylvester went all time to marble. But yeah, that's really awesome seeing him guide her in a really nice way. I really appreciate seeing that. Richard Swift basically leaves Blue Valley, and before he does, I feel like he does feel guilty for killing most of the GSA, so before he leaves, he just tells Rick he's leaving. He doesn't explain why Grundy isn't alive again, or anything like that. So who knows what's that about? Just like I said, the gambler's laptop is missing, and Cindy actually has it, and just trying to figure out the password. Maybe the password would be something to do with Becky, or something like that. Maybe the password would be with Becca. I don't know. Question Paula. Seeing that Dave done it, maybe who knows if that has to do with the gambler, or maybe that should be something else similar to happen on Blue Valley recently. Maybe that's why they're moved in. I can't wait to see why they. I can't wait to see the reason why the Quartz moved in. That's the Whitmore family. That's to be something interesting scene why. That is yes over. Hopefully, hope you enjoyed the review of Sylvie. Next time for episode 3. Right? Have a good day. Bye.